Hey, I'd like to welcome you all to another one of our weekly business opportunity meetings we do for pool funding. We do it every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're happy you're here, especially if you're a guest looking at pool funding for the first time. I see a couple of unfamiliar faces and names. So how about we give those that have guests here an opportunity just to kind of shout out, hello to your guests that are here. Go ahead and do that real quick. So if you got guests here, just do a quick shout out to them. Say hello to them if you invited someone here.
Hello to Rick from Saudi Arabia. Rick,
Rick, okay. Welcome, Rick, from Rosalie. Anybody else? Any other shout outs? I know there's more of you here that I don't recognize, so I'm not sure where your sponsor is. Usually they should come as well. That's the proper thing to do. Anyway. So welcome, even if your sponsor's not here to shout out to you, you're welcome. We're glad you're here.
hello
Okay.
also to my referral, Deon Arlin Velasco. Hello, sir. Good evening there
All right,
from
Rosalie,
US.
welcome. Okay, very good. Okay, so a little bit about myself, real quick. I am an American, but I've been living in the Philippines since 2012. So it's been like 14 years that I've been here in the Philippines, and I love it. Some people refer to that as being like an expat, but it's just what I consider paradise, and I just like enjoy myself in the warmer weather. I grew up in Colorado. Can you imagine scraping ice off windshields and all that in the wintertime? Now there's no snow here in the Philippines, so I'll never have to do that again. Anyway, I got a Filipino wife. We just have it. We're very, very happy here. So anyway, um, started pool funding back in November of 2023. So it's been over a year and a half now. And so, just like any kind of thing, you're kicking it off the ground. There's going to be ups and downs and all that, but I think most of the downs are behind us, and we have nothing but good times ahead. And we've gained enough power and strength that we just recently launched this giveaway, the 777 giveaway. The video you just watched, we just barely launched that, and all that leads into an amazing opportunity to really accelerate wealth creation, which most people in the world are doing very little wealth creation. Okay. Most people are doing none. Most people are doing no wealth creation, right? Most people are just trying to survive. And they don't have anything left over to put aside to create wealth, for retirement or for their future. And we're also big on cash flow. So our system is built on the idea that you should be getting paid every day. So let me get your feedback on that one. How many of you like the idea of actually being paid money you could spend and use to pay for groceries and gasoline, or getting paid every day? How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah,
I
that's good.
love it. I love the idea.
Yeah. So cash flow, but daily cash flow. That's where it's at. That's what we're all about. So, in our giveaway, we can literally start someone out with them not coming up with, they don't have to come up with any money out of their pocket to get started. That's unusual, right? You can join a business opportunity with no money out of pocket and actually start to receive something of value immediately. In fact, in the first week, you're gonna enjoy receiving about $777 in the first week. Okay, all because of the way our system works. Okay. And guess what? We can upgrade you to a bigger and better giveaway. How does $3,000 a month sound as a giveaway? How's that sound, guys?
Beautiful.
Very good.
So you can go from a $777 giveaway up to a $3,000 a month giveaway. And what you got to do is help us get one person to join us. Right. So if you can help us get one person, we like that to happen as quickly as possible, like your first day. That'd be great. Second day, all right. Within your first week, that's acceptable, right? But our offer is so strong, we just want to give and show people how strong we are because we're in a position to give. We're leveraging the market. We're leveraging everything, technically technology. We're leveraging everything. And so let me kind of break down the nuts and bolts of the opportunity for you here. Let me share my screen again. Sorry, I've got kind of a messy desktop here, but I keep things handy, so I know where everything is. So here we go. So in a single image, this basically sums up the business opportunity of pool funding. We have 4 pools. We have the $1 pool, the $10 pool, the $100 pool, and the $1,000 pool. And with our giveaway, it actually empowers a brand new person to start in all 3 of these pools, the $1, $10, and $100 pool. They can get started there on day 1 without any money coming out of their own pocket. Wow, that's amazing, right? So the way our system works, because it is based on 100% commission, it makes it possible for us to do this, okay? So the idea is that you're bringing in referrals. So let me ask you guys a question here. Let me just turn this image off for a minute. Okay. So you're in a business of any kind. You're going to need customers, right? Makes sense, right?
Right.
Maybe we call them clients. Maybe we call them referrals. Maybe we call them affiliates, right? We got different names depending on the kind of business that we're in. We like to refer to ours as referrals, okay? So every business has got that, okay? So that's just normal for business. The great thing about what we're doing is that if you have 4 referrals, you could actually scale your way up to millionaire status. I'm talking about $90,000 monthly income, okay, on 4 referrals. But let me break it down small first. Let's start small, okay? What if I told you that you're looking at starting with a referral, and a referral will be worth $4,000 to you per year? How does that sound?
Good.
Awesome.
Sounds excellent.
So let's say you're getting started with pool funding, you bring in a referral. Ultimately, that referral is going to put you in a position to be receiving about $4,000 a year, but you're getting paid daily. It comes in little pieces. Works out to be about $11 a day. $11 a day for 365 days adds up to $4,000. That's not a bad start with a referral, is it?
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, compare that to how many other things out there. Yeah, business opportunities and what the value of a referral is. So we have a lot of power there because we do everything on a daily basis. Now, this can grow and grow and grow because we have multiple pools, and when you can help lift up a referral, when you can actually work with that referral and support them and help them grow and help that referral succeed. See, your success, in fact, is directly tied to making sure that your referrals succeed, right? That's a win-win. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as you make sure your referrals succeed, you will succeed. And ultimately, what you want to do is help a referral get to the point where they have no problem participating inside of our $1,000 pool. And once they're there, guess what, guys? We're not talking about $4,000 a year anymore. How does $400,000 a year per referral sound to you? How does that sound?
Wow.
Impressive.
Sounds amazing.
Okay. I would consider us a high ticket offer, but we don't have the baggage most high ticket offers have, right? Usually these high ticket offers, they want you to go into debt $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 in order to buy in to their big offer where you can make big commissions. But with us, you don't have to go into debt. In fact, you have very little, you don't even have to come up with that much money. If you can act fast, it'll take very little money ever in order for you to accumulate. It's all about we're leveraging team growth. So when you get if you're the quicker you're able to act on team growth and be a part of the activity of building a team, it's going to take a lot less out of your own pocket ongoing. There's a little bit that may come out, but not much, not much, because it's 100% commission. That means it only takes one referral to cover your cost. How does that sound?
Good.
Right? Only takes one to cover your cost. That's the beauty of what we're doing. And if one person gets one person gets one, and there's a long chain of one person down the line, that's okay. That's fine. But what if I told you that all of those people on that, one person getting one person, they could be receiving $3,000 a month of coin from the market every month for just being in that chain. How's that sound? That's powerful, right?
Real
Sounds
good.
really good.
Okay.
Powerful.
Now, what you need to know about wealth creation is wealth creation takes time, right? You can't drop something into wealth creation and next week pull something big out of it. I hope you understand that. That's true across every investment opportunity out there. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
So any expectation that you think, oh, I'm going to put money here and next week I'm going to pull money out, that's the wrong way to look at it if you're looking at wealth creation, because you haven't given enough time for it to grow. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And so technically we're asking people to anything that you do inside of pool funding that contributes to your own wealth creation. Just sit on it for at least a year. Just sit on it for at least a year. Okay, whatever extra you decide to put in, because you have the free choice to do so. Pool funding is loaded with opportunities, but not obligations. Okay, how does that sound?
It's
We love spreading opportunity. We're not interested in spreading obligation. It's the opportunity we're spreading, not obligation. How's that sound to you guys?
Sounds great.
Your choice. You participate where you want to, when you want to, and if you want to miss out on something, that's your choice. You get to miss out, okay? If you want to miss out, you can miss out. The people that don't miss out, they'll be happy down the road, because wealth creation has a payoff, okay? So if you're willing to sit on something for about a year or longer, you're going to really be happy with the final result, okay? We're not talking 10 years, 20 years, 40 years. I'm talking 1 year. 1 year, and you'd be like ecstatic with what you're getting you're getting back, okay? So it's impossible to tell you everything about pool funding in one little sit down. All I can do is tell you the highlights. Am I doing a good job covering the highlights, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. If you want to drill deeper, we can do that one-on-one. No problem. We can do it all day long. Okay. And we're very transparent. We're very open and very supportive as a community. So if you're looking at us for the very first time and you're considering, joining pool funding, just realize, what do you got to lose? We're going to give you money for joining. We're not asking for a lot of your time. Maybe we get 2 minutes of your time every day for a couple of days. You'll start to get the idea of what we're all about just doing a couple of simple activities with us, and you'll start to realize this is not expensive. This is not time consuming. This is highly leveraged. There's a great opportunity to expand and grow and receive money. And money talks, We're leading with a giveaway. We're leading with a $777 giveaway. Leading into that giveaway leads you right into the $3,000 a month giveaway. Okay. And there's only one person in between, one referral between the two. Okay. Just one. Okay. And if you get more than one, you'll start enjoying some positive cash flow, and it comes in daily. That's the beauty of it. All right. So we do want to have time in the meeting today to answer questions, drill deeper on things that you're interested in drilling deep on. I'm very, open to any question, any thoughts, any ideas. But what I like to have at least one or two members step forward and kind of share their experience of what it's like to be part of pool funding. Do we have any volunteers today? Who would like to volunteer to kind of share their experience?
I will say something.
Well, hello, Lisa. Lisa's out of Florida. So
Yes.
it's
Hello,
it's
Ace.
hot over there too, right?
It's beautiful. I can't complain. I'm from Michigan, so I'll take the sunshine any day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I came into pool funding way back at the beginning of the American team, and I came in with no confidence, no money, no friends, president of the NFL actually, no friends left. And I met you and you were so supportive. And I said, I didn't really understand the program either, but I liked you and you were very supportive and you obviously saw something in me that I didn't know I had in myself. And all I did was like reach out to a few friends from past businesses, introduced them to you. You did all the heavy lifting for me. And I've been in positive daily cash flow since then, a year and a half now. And I can't thank you enough. I'm up to 3,900 a month
Whoa.
and it's paid my
What? I'm
paid my
sorry. Can you say that
bills.
again? That number. Can you say?
3,900 a month, and I've got a few other people lined up, and each person will be another $3,000. And it's not just about that; it's about how I'm helping these people, and the community of people is so supportive here, and it's been a blessing. You've been a blessing. The people I've met in the community have been a blessing, and I just can't thank everyone enough, and especially you, Ace. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for sharing that wonderful testimonial. I'm sorry, I interrupted you right when you were about to mention how it's impacting you personally. And what bills is that covering for you? Your personal bills?
Well, it's got me out of debt, and now it's paying my bills, and it's paying for my upcoming vacation that is so overdue.
Wow.
And pretty soon I'm gonna come visit you in the Philippines, Ace. Yeah,
I would
because I'm
love
gonna
that.
have the freedom to do that, and it's just been a godsend to me. So it's been, yeah, a blessing, and I can't thank you enough for your support.
Wow. Well, that's great, Lisa. I appreciate you saying all that. That's okay. Well, we're leading off with a boom. That was a boomer right there. Thank you, Lisa. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing. All right, and I think she also mentioned the fact that the way our system works, the way that you make money, it kind of leaps. So she's at 39 right now, but we kind of work on legs because each referral is the beginning of a leg, right? And as these legs, get to a certain point, they kind of break in a good way.
Monthly audition.
And when they do break, that could result in your income leaping by $3,000. So she could go from 3,900 to 6,900, right? Overnight when the next leg breaks, and then it could go from 6,900 to 9,900 a month when the next leg after that breaks. And so, yeah, pretty exciting. And I'm expecting all of her legs to break, and where she's going to be at that point very, very soon. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen in the springtime here, before we officially hit summer, Anyway, all right. So we got still people coming in. Okay. Who would like to share their experience? Maybe one more from, an existing member, and then we can open it up to, I know we got a few people that are here that are new, and then, it's okay if you want to be quiet, but at the same time, you have a chance to interact with yours truly, which, I'm the creator founder, and you're going to be talking right to the top, get correct information, by talking to me. So who else would like to share? Don't go all at once. Jeffrey, you want to say something?
No, no. Well, I've
Okay.
said
Oh,
enough.
okay.
I'm happy. I just want to hear somebody else's story.
All right.
Hey, boss.
Go ahead, Garfield.
Hey, boss. How you doing?
I'm doing
How you
great.
doing today, sir?
super fantastic.
All right, just want you to remind the new people coming in, it's one account per person, so we don't have the same problem like we have in the past.
Yep, it's true. Yeah, and actually, let me show you something that we just put up today. Actually, in the last 24 hours. You know, because sometimes something looks so good, you just want to just give it away to all, a bunch of people, and some people kind of overdid it. So we're kind of reining that in right now. But you'll notice now that when you come into your account page, okay, there's something new here. Okay, so starting right here, this is new. The pool funding commitment video, and every word of that pool funding commitment video is spelled out right here, where it gives the clear guidelines, one account per one living adult, right? So only one account is allowed per one living human adult. Okay. So we've asked everybody that's got multiple accounts running, that they're operating, hey, you know what? One's enough. Why don't you just abandon the additional ones? Because we'll find out. And we have some strict enforcement going on for those that just want to abuse the system and take more than their fair share. Because honestly, the way this works, okay, if you look at what it says here, the commitment outlined here will make it possible for all pool funding members to come out ahead, instead of just a few winning at the expense of everyone else. Okay. So there you go. We don't want that. We don't want only a few people winning. The way we're structured, the way everything's set up in pool funding, is it's meant for everybody to win, everybody to come out ahead, and even if you just come in and bring in only one person, you're part of the wealth creation side of this, that you're going to have like $3,000 a month. How many of you can say right now that you right now have $3,000 a month wealth creation coming into your wealth creation accounts, whatever they might be, a 401k, IRA, so your social security plan, you name it, your pension plan? How many of you are adding $3,000 more a month to that right now? How many can say that? Anybody?
I wish I could say that.
No, I don't think very many people can say that. There's very few people that can make that claim. But if you can come be a part of what we're doing and just bring us one person, you're in a position for a period of time, right? I think a long time, if you ask me, but it'd be for a period of time. There's a reasonable cutoff, right? But you'll be in a position to receive $3,000 a month giveaway towards your wealth creation plan, aka retirement plan. Okay. I mean, wow, that's amazing. And that's because we're involved in the market, and we have a really special operation going on with the market. Nothing illegal, nothing wrong with what we're doing. Everything's fine. But because of how we operate inside the market, we're able to do certain things that, you just can't find anywhere else. No one else has kind of come up with this plan here, if you will, So there you go, Garfield. Thanks for bringing that up. That, we're so good, so people want to get extra. But no, we're looking for that now. We're now seeing that there's a need to look for it and make sure that we identify anybody who's kind of abusing the system, taking more than their fair share, and get them to cut that out. All right. Anyway, again, if someone wants to do a shout out, feel free to do so. If you've got people here, feel free to shout out again, or not again if you didn't shout out before. But anybody here new that would like to talk to me? And it's an invitation. Go ahead.
Oh, good morning, Ace. It's Nola here.
Well, hello, Nola.
Yeah, I've been a member since the end of February.
Okay.
I've got Steve on board this morning. He's a relatively new member as of last week.
Well, he's such a handsome guy. He looks good in his cap there.
So yes, just like to welcome him on board. This is the most fabulous thing I've ever been involved in, and I just thank the community and yourself for all the support we get. So yeah, I'll leave it there in case Steve would like to jump on and say hello.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ace.
You're welcome, Noel. Looks like
Hi,
you're
everybody.
unmuted. Well, hello, Steve.
Hi, how you doing?
Every single Steve I know is awesome, so you must be awesome.
Of course. Just like to thank Nola for onboarding me, and I'm sort of nervously looking forward to moving on from here. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. So you're brand new, like day one, kind of new like that?
Day 3, I think we're at 4.
Day-
No, 4, I think.
Day
Something like that.
3?
Yeah.
Are you doing a different strategy or doing the 7-7 strategy?
The 111, is it?
Yeah, so 111 every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
$10 and $1 pools for a start.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I tell you, you're going to see the coins that you're receiving there as a result of the activity, right? It only takes 2 minutes to do that, right? It's pretty simple to do,
Yeah.
right? You know, but what it does, it leaves behind coins, right? And then those are going to mature for you. Now,
Yep.
some of these coins, you're gonna see the price of these coins go up like as much as like 80 times from where they're currently sitting. Like I think one of them is about to go up 100 times from where it's sitting.
Oh, wow.
Right. So imagine, I mean, if you said you're day 4 today, so imagine
Yep.
if you had $400 in 100 times in the next month or so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
That'd make your retirement plan look a little better, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just the 400, just the 400 alone, 400 times 100 would be, $40,000, right? That'd be a nice boost,
Yeah.
right, to your plan. But we're not going to always accelerate at that speed. It's just right now. Right now, we're kind of positioning ourselves for a surge, and we want to get to what we call our price targets. And we'd like to get there in the month of May.
Yeah.
Like to hit those price targets. If it happens in June, okay, but I think we can get there in May. So we got several price targets for each one of our coins, and we'd like to hit all of them, all the price targets in the month of May. And we just launched the Well Club, so you're getting in early enough that if you see a value of joining the Well Club, you might have a shot at getting in the Well Club, even though today's just like your 3rd or 4th day here.
All right.
You're catching us early on this, so you might be able to get into that. So that's up to you. It's an opportunity, not an obligation. Okay, there's an opportunity for you there.
Where will that be? Where will that come up?
We
In Telegram or something? Or?
Yeah, in our Telegram group, we talk about it quite a bit, but if you go to my YouTube channel, there's several videos specifically talking about the Well Club.
Right. Okay.
Check
Yeah,
that,
cool.
check that out. You'd be impressed, I think. And
Excellent.
the long-term benefits, the perks and rewards and opportunities associated with being one of our wells, yeah, it's hard, it's priceless. It's going to be there's going to be a number of people that took advantage of while the opportunity was there. They're going to look back as like, wow, best thing ever. So some people will get advantage of that, but probably 3-4 months from now, the opportunity to be in the Well Club is too expensive for most people to participate in it, and they're not going to have much of a shot unless they really, really got some money to throw down. But
Right.
but most likely, the wells are going to be established in the next 45 days. We'll know who they are.
Okay.
That's going to be good for the next 100 years. So. All right.
That's fine.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Steve. You got any questions for me? Anything you're still confused about or anything like that?
This is maybe a little bit unrelated, but I was trying to use CoinSpot to fund my wallet, and they basically banned anything to do with pool funding. So I'm not sure where to go with that one.
I don't even know what CoinSpot is. What is that?
Uh,
Dang.
it's another platform that we use in Australia. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
If
I
I
mean-
may, try using crypto.com. It's what I've suggested to a couple folks in Australia, and it seems to work pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
There's no way around getting unblocked from something like that, is there?
I don't
Is
have any
there-
idea whether there is or isn't. To be honest with you, this is the first time
Yeah.
I've heard of CoinSpot. So
Yeah.
it's news to me.
Yeah,
So-
I'll just change platforms. That's fine. Yep.
The great thing about anything inside of the coin market is that there are so many like exchanges. I mean, it's like an endless number of on ramps and off ramps into
Yeah.
the coin market, going back to the paper market, right? Paper money to digital money, back and forth. And so it's very easy just to move it to something where it does work.
Yeah.
So you won't have a
Yeah,
problem
sure.
finding plenty of on ramps and off ramps with pool funding. Maybe CoinSpot isn't one of them, but that's okay. There's plenty of others.
Yeah.
Don't be concerned about that.
Hunter, I might be in touch sometime and we can have a little chat about it.
Hunter's kind of our
Sounds
resident crypto expert, so he does a lot. He does a lot of PDFs and things like this, guides, and help people with understand how to use crypto. He might look
Yeah.
young, but he's an old dog in crypto. He's almost as
Yeah.
old as crypto.
Oh yes, oh yes.
He caught the
No,
drift.
no,
He
but-
caught the drift when we were kind of launching as an idea, practically. So
No, they did actually suggest that I contact Hunter to discuss it. So yeah, I'll do that.
and we
Anyway,
also
I'll let you get on.
I appreciate it, Steve. I guess you are
All right.
awesome. I was right about that, and and I do appreciate Hunter hosting today's opportunity meeting. Thank you, Hunter, for hosting today. All right. Well, I'm kind of getting like most people here are kind of quiet today, so that's okay. We sometimes it's good to do a nice short meeting, right? But let me take a look at something. I've got something hot off the press. Let me see if it's worth showing. Yeah, okay. You guys want to take a look at something hot off the press? It literally
Yeah.
popped. It literally
I'm
popped up
interested.
about 15 seconds ago. So let's see here. Let me share my screen. So here's a new tool that you guys will have access to. This tool we just got created and sent to me about 15 seconds ago. What do you guys think about that?
Not bad. Looks pretty snazzy.
You like it?
Yeah.
Take a look at our powerful business opportunity. We provide the funding to get started. You will receive hundreds of dollars your first week without any expense coming out of your pocket to join us. Plus, this business takes very little time to operate. Wow, that's powerful. You like the poster?
Not catchy.
I'll share it with the group.
Yes. Yeah.
You guys can spread it around. It's going to go into the group now. Okay, so there you go. So from the group, there's like almost 900 of you in there. You guys can grab that and spread it around to everyone. So everyone can, use that as a way to kind of start the conversation. Okay, well, that's it, guys. I want to thank all of you for coming out to another one of our, opportunity meetings. And you'll probably note that no two business opportunity meetings are identically the same. You can actually kind of go back and watch one opportunity meeting after another. They're all different. It's, we're always talking about pool funding, but I like to kind of take it from a different angle each time and kind of put emphasis in different areas at, different times. And I think it keeps it interesting that way. So I know a lot of you keep coming every week because I think it's not boring. Yeah. It's a little different each time. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate everybody coming, and we traditionally like to have everyone unmute and say bye to each other, as we close out a Zoom call. So let's go ahead and do that now. Everybody unmute and Say goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good evening.